And that right there, my friend, was probably the most perfect segue ever, because we're going to move right into talking about The Rock versus Stone Cold, the best WrestleMania or an even better presidential run. I pulled up this adorable article where there's 46% of Americans would like to see Dwayne The Rock Johnson run for president. And I thought this would be a funny chat for us. In the article, they say, how does President Dwayne Johnson sound? A piss play poll. Pipples play?
Did you just say piss play?
I did. Totally said piss play. And we're going to keep that.
I'm intrigued. Piss play?
A piss play poll published in Newsweek said 46% of Americans would like to see The Rock run for the White House. Johnson has hinted at a possible presidential run before and isn't saying no now. Quote, I don't think our founding fathers ever envisioned a 6'4", bald, tattooed, half black, half Samoan, tequila drinking, pickup truck driving, fanny pack wearing a guy joining their club. But if it ever happens, it might be an honor to serve you, the people, the actor said. Former professional wrestler said on Instagram over the weekend. And first off, I wanted to say, are you allowed to be president if you try to rip off Ric Flair like that? The 6'4", bald, tattooed, half black, half Samoan. He just didn't rime. Other than that, it was a Ric Flair
250 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal, and he wants to run your country.
And what's crazy is that he calls himself on the fanny pack, right? Like as if that's like something he's like, you know what I mean? Like a guy who's tattooed and drives a truck, but also wears a fanny pack. Oh,
well, I can answer that. I can answer that for a reason. All of us in professional wrestling have fanny packs.
That's where you
go. Okay.
It is actually a thing. It is really a thing, and here's why. Because we used to all, when I first got in the business, we all showed up in fucking Zubas or sweatpants, and we didn't have pockets. And you carry your gear bag, you wanted to put your money somewhere you could get to it. So all the old workers, especially in the 80s and 70s, 80s, and 90s, wore fanny packs to the arenas. So that's where the fanny pack comes in. But when you don't explain that, it sounds really fucking stupid.
It sounds really weird.
Who are you, my father, Disney World right now?
Yeah, exactly. There's actually on ROH, they used to have the ants, the army ants, the wrestlers.
Yeah.
And one of his old gimmicks was he came down to the ring rolling a wheelie bag and had a fanny pack on. And everyone was like, what the fuck is that? He goes, worker ant, because we call wrestlers but he was a worker ant. Yeah. But if you don't tell people, the general public, that, and just say you're going to wear a fanny pack, that does sound a little fucked up.
Well, and it's like you're showing up to Venice Beach to like pump some iron, and you got this like little tank and, like you said, like little spandex shorts. But then I have my fanny pack on just because, you never know. I need a protein shake.
And right on time, Jason comments in, woo!
Nice.
Why does Jason's profile picture look like he's about to go shoot Wyatt Earp at Tombstone?
Yeah, that's a good look. He looks like he's going to have a girl tied up to a train track screaming about the rent.
That face looks like he's in the piss play.
Love you, Jason.
5 seconds away from Chris Hansen coming out and saying, hey, have a seat.
Thank you for watching the show, Jason. We love you, by the way.
Love you, buddy.
I love you, Jason.
But I thought this might be a cool opportunity for you guys to talk about if you were to fantasy book a presidential election. Let's say not the next one. Let's say like 2028 or 2032, and you got to book anybody for the match that is the two people running for president. Who would you guys choose? Because to be honest, I'm just here to see the debates. I really want to see the debate where The Rock looks somebody square in the face and it's just like, it doesn't matter what your fucking platform is. I just want to see that type of shit. You got something, G-Dubs?
Yes. I want to see Jesse Ventura run for president before he dies. I loved what he did to Minnesota. And I think that all the crazy alien shit and conspiracy theories aside, I think he would be a great president.
Yep.
I'm going to throw this out there. Not even The Rock. I want to see Honky Tonk Man and Tony Atlas run against each other.
Okay, against each other. I was going to say who's president, who's vice.
No, better yet, yes, put them together. Because after having Honky do a live show and after having him appear for a live show and his 30-minute weird racist rant, where he just used every racist slur, explaining that we used to call them all. We're like, oh,
because I'm not racist,
right? Yes. So I think that would be great. I want him to cut those promos on up there with Tony as his vice president, just staring at him. I think that would be a great
run. Kevin, what about you? Who would you want to see fantasy booked for? And of course, we're not just a prelude. We're not being serious. I don't really want to see the Stone Cold versus The Rock for the president. But if it happened,
you don't.
I mean, maybe at this point it couldn't be worse than what we're dealing with.
Headed towards.
I was totally serious about seeing Jesse Ventura being president.
Oh no! I agree, but he's also proven his track record in politics.
I think Hogan versus Rock for
there you go
president would be electric.
The most electrifying presidential race ever.
Yeah, right. I was there, dude, at Capitol Hill, brother, when I lifted that legislative ball and I took that and I threw it in there, brother.
Let me tell you, brother, when all the Congress maniacs come to see the Hulkster.
Ooh, Macho Man. Play sky's the limit. Oh yeah.
Yes, we'll dig him up from the grave.
Yeah, let's get a bunch of dead wrestlers. Because
Macho Man.
Yeah, I would live to see the Ultimate Warrior just do one of his nonsensical promos for 30 minutes.
Oh my God.
And everyone, I don't know what he said, but I kind of want to vote for him.
I have no idea what his policies are, but God, he's captivating.
Yeah,
Funky.
Rise.
They gotta put a set of ropes up against the front of the stage so he could just stand there and fucking shake the shit out of it.
Yeah, right.
I remember Macho Man was on an episode of Baywatch, and it was just the most fascinating thing I'd ever seen in my life. What the fuck am I watching right now?
That episode of Baywatch, they had Vader, Sid Vicious, Macho Man, Hulk. They had a whole group of them because they were doing a cross promotion with WCW.
Yeah, that was a great episode.
Yeah, they had to save an orphanage by having a wrestling show or some shit.
Exactly.
I'm always one of those gimmicks.
It was a very realistic situation.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw the Tom Cruise COVID freak out tape where he came in and two people didn't have a mask on. It was on the Mission Impossible, whatever it is that they're doing.
Oh, I remember hearing about that.
Right? But it's hilarious, and he goes to the roof. And I just like the idea of Tom Cruise running for president, because if Tom Cruise ran for president, he would take it extremely serious. You know what I mean? And be like, you gotta understand. The Rock does not have a full understanding of what it's going to take to run this country. I do. I've been working with the legislation. I have been working with Congress. I have been working with insurance companies, to ensure that this country is going to run smoothly.
I do think a Scientologist as president wouldn't be any weirder than the other shit we've dealt with. Really.
I think more possible than having a Jewish president.
Yeah.
I imagine the rebuttal is just Tom, I'm going to take your policy platform, turn it sideways, stick it right up your candy ass.
And Kevin and I think we could see John Taffer being president of the United States.
He's teased it a couple times.
Oh, he should. I mean, you're spending half the country's fucking budget. Shut it down.
Yeah. He would be great because you could just call it government rescue.
Yeah,
That's what it would be.
And have him bring in his 3 fucking experts who you've never heard of, but apparently they're world renowned.
Senator Brian Duffy.
and have them come in and clean up. This is John. I'm also bringing in my two best friends, an accountant, and a carpenter, and then they're going to fix Congress. And then redo the White House in 24 hours so it looks like a fucking corporate weird TGI Fridays bar.
When it was time to pass the bill, he was overwhelmed.
As a side note, on that same article, they also said that other Hollywood stars that Americans would like to see run for president included Angelina Jolie at 30%, Oprah Winfrey at 27%. I don't know if she's gonna be able to give out free prizes like she does on her show, guys. Tom Hanks 22% and Will Smith 21%. And,
do these percentage of people realize how a terrible idea it is for all of these people to entertain political office?
Yeah.
But The Rock says
we've hit literally rock bottom. Like our government. Like literally.
Well, he's gonna lay the smack down in the Middle East. And it would be ironic that if a man who made his career out of beating up other men was the most peaceful president we've ever had.
I gotta be honest, like with The Rock though, he's kind of your best person to be in place for foreign policy and things like that. Like he shows up, he meets President Xi Jinping in China. He's like, there's two ways we could do this, right? The easy way or the hard way. Both ways involve me probably popping your fucking head right off your shoulders. Ball's in your court. All right. What do you want to do?
I also watched. I saw that A&E has been coming out with a series of pro wrestling biographies, and they had Steve Austin's and The Rock was on it this past week. And this is the transformation that I realized happened. He's like 3 times the size he was of when he won WrestleMania against Steve Austin. No joke. Of course, a presidential nominee would never leverage super physiological hormones.
No, his presidential candidacy will be sponsored by D-Ball.
Jason commented in and said Gordon Ramsay.
Because he's British.
Yeah.
Although it would be entertaining because from what I hear, the British and American edits of how his show go are completely different. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but I've heard that the American version, he just berates people, and in the British version, he's like, they cut together all the kind comments instead. Yeah. I don't know if that's true, but it sounds about right for the rage bait that we need for clicks here in America. Yeah, we got one more. You guys are good on time, right? We're not a little over.
It is after 7, but I don't know.
It's up to you, Kev. If you gotta go, I'm not upset.
Actually,
man.
yeah, I gotta go.